In this tutorial on setting up the GnuCash business accounts template, I'll walk you through the key settings you should configure now and the settings you can safely ignore for now, and the options you may want to revisit later as your bookkeeping needs grow. You'll learn which choices matter during initial setup and which ones are simply available for future customization whenever you're ready. If you like my tutorials and find them helpful, please subscribe to my channel to stay updated on upcoming GnuCash tutorials and practical tips designed to help new users navigate the program more efficiently. Let's begin. The GnuCash Business Accounts template was specifically designed for small business accounting. It is also referred to in accounting terms as the chart of accounts. The chart of accounts is what you will use to track your income and expense transactions and generate your profit and loss reports. To begin, navigate to the GnuCash shortcut icon on your desktop, which the program installed as long as you left that feature selected when you were installing the program. If for some reason you don't see the shortcut menu on your desktop, look for the program in your Windows Start menu. Start the program by double-clicking on the shortcut icon. If the tip of the day dialog box appears, click on the Close tab to close it out. When you first launch GnuCash for the very first time, it displays the Welcome to GnuCash dialog box to help you get started quickly and easily. It has the Create a New Set of Accounts selected by default, which is what we will be doing in this tutorial. Not everyone will see the Welcome dialog box since it's reserved for first-time users launching the program, or you dismiss the Welcome box when you previously launched the program and it's no longer available to you. Either way, I will go over how to follow along with or without the Welcome dialog box. If you do have access to the GnuCash's Welcome dialog box, leave Create a New Set of Accounts option pre-selected and scroll down and click on the OK tab to start the GnuCash New Account Hierarchy Assistant and follow along. If you don't have access to the Welcome dialog box, that's okay, since you don't need the Welcome dialog box to perform the listed Welcome dialog box Quick Start options. For example, create a new set of accounts, which is pre-selected by default. We can start the same exact new account hierarchy setup assistant as if we had selected this option by selecting File on the menu bar and then New File and follow along. The first screen of the New Account Hierarchy Setup Assistant is a general overview of the New Account Hierarchy Setup Assistant. Click on the Next button to move to the next screen. The New Book Options window controls settings that affect your entire GnuCash data file. Depending on how you plan to use GnuCash, a couple of the options listed here you may want to set up now. None of them are required for GnuCash to function. They simply allow you to customize how your bookkeeping file behaves. Either way, having a basic understanding of what these options do can save you time later when you're searching for answers. So I'll briefly explain the purpose of each option, and I will show you how to access these same settings in the future. The Accounts tab. Here you can select options that affect how accounting registers function. The Budgeting option is used when you have a lot of different budget files set up. It allows you to select which specific budget file the program uses as your system default. This choice ensures that your budget-related reports automatically pull data from the correct financial plan without forcing you to manually select the budget every time you run them. Small businesses will find the business option one of the most useful features listed here. This is where you enter your company's legal identity, information like your company name, address, tax ID, and default payment terms for invoicing so that the information automatically displays on all your customer invoices and vendor bills. Entering your company name here, it will also display on the profit and loss reports. Counters let you change your file's starting numbers to automatically start at the number you specify in sequential order, including invoices, customer, and job numbers. GnuCash's default numbering system starts at the number 1. If you're thinking about changing any of these starting numbers here, it's a good idea to change the numbers before you start entering any of these type of transactions in the system. Tax, this field, you can enter your business's unique official tax identification number, such as an EIN number or a VAT number. Now, when you want to return to this new book options screen in the future to access any one of these options, simply select File on the menu bar and scroll down and select Properties. And that's it. Let's continue. Select Next to move to the next screen. Here on the Choose Currency screen, you can select your currency by clicking on the drop-down arrow. By default, U.S. currency is selected, which is the currency we'll be working with in this tutorial. When finished, select the Next tab to continue. By default, the Common Accounts template is selected. To select the Business Accounting template, we want to deselect the Common Accounts option by clicking on the checkbox to remove the checkmark. Then scroll up and click on the checkbox next to Business Accounts until a checkmark appears. On the right-hand side, you can see the business accounts you have to work with. You can select Finish, and when the Finish Setup screen displays, select Apply to finish up. In this next step, you will name the file and create the folder to hold the files. Right now, you should be on the Save As screen. On the left-hand side of the screen displays icons for your desktop files and drives and whatever else you may have on your computer. This is where you select where you want to save the accounting file you're creating for your business and the folder that will store the file. For example, I save most all of my files and folders in my Windows Documents folder. To select one of the options listed here, click on it to highlight it. Next, scroll up to the name field text box and enter a name for the file. This is the name that will display on the title bar of the program each time you open this particular set of accounting records. It's a good idea to name your file something descriptive, such as the company's name, so that you know which set of accounts you're working on. This becomes extremely important when you're using GnuCash for managing a bookkeeping service business. In this example, I am creating a fictitious file for the ABC Consultant Services. Next, scroll over to the right-hand side and click on the File folder icon. Here is where you will create the folder that will house the accounting files the program produces. It's important that you create a dedicated folder for your GnuCash files because GnuCash generates multiple data and backup files, and without their own folder, those files will end up scattered throughout your regular documents, making everything harder to manage. Begin by entering a name in the text box for your folder. Next, click on the Create button to create the folder, otherwise the folder will not be created. If everything was done correctly, you should see the tab with the name of the location you selected to save your files to. Here I see my Documents folder. And next to that tab, you should see the name of the folder you just created to store the GnuCash accounting program files in. And if you navigate to that folder and look inside, you should see your GnuCash accounting file. When finished, scroll down to the bottom of the screen and select the Save As tab to save your changes and close out. With your business accounts template successfully installed, your bookkeeping system is ready to go. You've just completed the first step in your bookkeeping journey.